Guys, you see this segment every single month. This month, things are getting bigger. Gavin Appel on the show now. Guys, I'm hearing amazing things from people within the Creative Cubes community about BizPay. BizPay is a buy now, pay later for business. If the pandemic smashed your cash flow, you can pay your invoice in 4 while your supplier is paid in full straight away. So if your customer wants to spend more with you, who doesn't want that? They can pay you instantly, BizPay, and the customer can actually end up paying in 4 installments. BizPay.com is where it's at. I'm telling you guys, this is going to revolutionize how you do business. Hey Simon, welcome back to the vlog.
We're back.
That's a family joke.
We're back.
He's back.
We're back.
Ignition Lane vlog.
The Creative Cubes vlog.
No, I was actually somewhere on 2 Saturdays ago. I think I texted you the next day.
Yep.
Someone said, I recognize you. I was like, oh, thank you so much. Like, you're on the Ignition Lane vlog, aren't you? I was like, yeah, once a month.
That's right.
That's it.
We're here, we're back.
So, Gav, we left off last month saying that was a big quarter.
It was a big first 2 months. We left off last month. There was over $1 billion deployed into tech startups each month. And we left with there being 3 unicorns that have been crowned a unicorn in Australia within the first 10 weeks. And the 2 weeks following our last vlog, there were another 2 unicorns. That's 5 unicorns in the first 12 weeks of 2022.
Amazing. However, the water's getting choppier.
Yeah, the water's getting choppy. If anyone's been reading the papers, if anyone's been looking at the public market valuations, which tend to be a leading indicator for what happens in the private markets, they've seen big sell-offs, big valuation drops over in the US with the big stocks. And now what we're seeing is that that's starting to flow into the private valuations, which is expected, and the waters are certainly getting choppy.
And so, how does that implicate?
So I think that for founders, as the market valuations come down, they need to be very careful when they're thinking about doing their next capital raise. They need to think about how much they're going to raise, who they're going to raise for, what type of burn rates they're going to do. They just need to reassess things because it's going to get harder to raise. There's a lot of capital, a lot of dry powder with US VCs looking to place that money somewhere and Australian VCs looking to place that money somewhere, but they just need to keep an eye on the prize, understand who they're taking it from, what they're going to spend it on, what their burn rates, and just make sure the checks and balances are there because valuations are going to get crunched.
Talk to me about what's happening. I mean, we've got local news and global news. No, I'm looking
so
at you.
much. Where do we start?
I don't want to jump in and prepare a lot of content.
I think interestingly, this company Kind that was backed by Blackbird and Felicis, they raised quite a large round of $10 million, a large seed round of $10 million. The interesting thing there is that some Atlassian ex-employees founded that business, and they're starting to frame up what they call the Atlassian mafia after the PayPal mafia, which we know Elon Musk and others have all been a part of and have gone on to do massive things in the venture capital and company building stage. We're starting to see some early employees from organizations leave and start their own businesses and get funded, which I think is a really exciting stage and step in the maturity of the Australian ecosystem.
One guy we don't talk enough about and very rarely have spoken about is Chamath Palihapitiya. He is Facebook mafia. Right? He's done some crazy things of late. We don't need to go there tomorrow.
Well, he's the man who defined, pretty much created the SPAC industry, or at least was a big proponent of it. Every week he was doing multi-billion-dollar SPACs. When was the last time you heard that aside from on this vlog?
Yeah, no, but he's laid low more recently, right? But the SPAC, I think WeWork SPACed recently at $9 billion, and I think they're now struggling in the public markets, which goes back to what you were saying around the choppy waters coming off, right? Like you see a lot of tech businesses, a lot of marketplaces, not the Amazons of the world, but other players in that sphere
Yeah, we saw something really big last week, a couple of days ago, sorry, which was Tiger Global, who was one of the most prolific investors globally, the fastest investors, deploying billions and billions and billions, raising billions and billions. They just marked down their portfolio by 34%, which is a really huge signal for the market. It is a bit subjective as to when they mark it down because it's based on the dynamics and what the VC general partners are seeing and things, but it'll be really interesting to see how that flows through to the Australian ecosystem and what fund managers in Australia do.
Let's talk about local news.